Well, the Tigers women's team also facing off against a Power 4 team in Tennessee last night. And despite only winning 2 games prior to Saturday night, Alex Simmons and the Tigers gave the 18th ranked Vols all they could handle. Memphis started out hot and even led by as much as 7 in the first quarter. Michigan State transfer DeeDee Hageman got her first start as a Tiger in her first game as a Tiger after missing the first 9 games due to academic ineligibility. Memphis trailed by just 1 point at the half, but in the third quarter, undefeated Tennessee showed why they are one of the best teams in the country, outscoring the Tigers 27-13, pushing the lead out to 15. Memphis fought back in the fourth, but fell short 90-75. Tilly Bowler once again looked impressive, posting a game-high 23 points, while Hageman finished with 19 points on her debut. With the loss, Memphis dropped to 2-8 on the season, but head coach Alex Simmons was still impressed by their performance.
I thought we had a hard-fought game there, obviously being down 1 at halftime. We knew going into this game that we either had to give up 2s or not give them offensive rebounds, and we didn't do a great job of cutting their second chance points. But I like the pace of the game. I've been talking to the team about not being so conservative on the offensive and defensive end, and I felt like we played our game and we played a Memphis style of basketball. So proud of our team, not proud of the result.
I thought it was really cool for Coach Simmons to be able to play against her alma mater. Obviously, I know this game had a lot of meaning for her, being an alum of UT, 2-time national champion, 07 and 08. So for her to come in here, I felt like this was the best game that we'd seen the Tigers play, even with the 2 wins that they'd had. I think that was kind of a reflection of, like, you knew Alex Simmons wanted this one. You knew she wanted to represent against her alma mater, and I think DeeDee Hageman was really the difference. I think that's something they've been missing. Obviously, Memphis has been missing some of their key pieces. Hannah Riddick's obviously dealing with some injury trouble. Destiny Jackson. They needed Hageman to come in there and kind of steady that ship. Danielle Welch has been great this year, 21 points in the last game, but to be able to, I think she's still a sophomore. She's still kind of learning that guard position just a little bit. And Hageman's, she's been through wars. She's not going to be afraid of a team like Tennessee. And then Tilly Bowler, she just continues to be just a dynamite scorer. Yeah. And it was impressive to see what they were able to do. Able to hang in there, but I think Tennessee is one of those teams, like, their three-point shooting is just so good. And they were able to bang on the boards in a way that Memphis just wasn't able to keep up with, especially with Hannah Riddick not being in that game.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I see what you're saying. I think overall the takeaway is Hageman is, besides Madison Griggs, in my opinion, the best player that Alex Simmons has coached. Yeah, I think that last night they looked really bad defensively. They didn't know their assignments. And part of that is on Bailey Gilmore, who's a freshman, and so cut her some slack, right? She's a freshman. She's still figuring it out. They could have won that game last night. There was just some stuff there defensively where they were just giving up open shots in the lane. But I was talking to Rachel before, and I was saying the 15-point loss is a victory for this team. Tennessee is not messing around.
Moral victories?
Yeah, it is a moral victory. Dude, when you're 2-8, you take moral victories for sure. And this is not where Alex Simmons wants to be. They've lost 2 or 3 games to teams that they should have beaten by about 20 points. Sure. But she's still figuring out this team, figuring out her rotations. She said after the game that she doesn't feel like she'll ever be comfortable with the rotations on this team because she never knows what she's going to get. Do you want your coach to say that? No. But it's the truth, and she's working with it. And this is a season where you really, hopefully we can really see her grow as a coach. Hageman built chemistry in this game. She looked like she's been playing with these women for multiple games. Seamlessly. Yeah, but I think it is a positive overall. Tilly Bowler is built like the perfect women's basketball player. Like, her build is perfect, and she did not shy away from this. She played 4 years at Jackson State before coming here, right?
She's just been in the tournament every year as well.
Yeah, but she is very impressive. I did not expect her to be this good this season. I don't think Coach Simmons did either, because to start the year, she was not getting these minutes, and now she's popping off, she was 2 of her career high of 25 points. The future is bright, looks bright for this team, but defensively they've got to shore up some stuff. I know it's Tennessee, and Coach Simmons said it after the game. We had defensive lapses, right? And also the ball handling as well.
I was literally going to say, I feel like I'm only talking about turnovers today, but same with their turnovers. They had 17 turnovers yesterday, and they've been in double digits in turnovers every single game they played. Their least amount of turnovers this season has been 12 in a game, which is just it's not cutting it. Like you're giving away the ball way too many times when you need the ball and you need those points and those opportunities to go and get points. I think DeeDee's going to be a game changer. Obviously, she fit in really well last night, which was great to see, but that is just one game in. Imagine if she had started the season and been able to play with them all the way through, what they could have put on the floor, that product last night.
They're probably hanging around 5 wins.
Yeah, I think already their record
would
will be a
say
lot better
so.
this season, and then also I think they might have even been able to put up a better fight last night just because they're so used to having her in the rotation and in the roster. Louisville comes to town in a doubleheader at FedEx Forum this Saturday, which is exciting. Louisville 6-5 on the season, but all of their 5 losses are to ranked opponents. So it's not like that 6-5 record is really showing of that talent. Yeah, they've got a really good team, and I think it's going to be a really another big test for this Memphis women's basketball team, and a test that they want and need ahead of conference play, but one that they really would love to get a win. But at the end of the day, they want these tests ahead of conference play because once it gets to that, it's all about just getting those wins. It doesn't matter if they have the wins and losses right now. Obviously, they want the wins, but getting the experience is more important as you get into conference play.